Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Justin here, and today I wanted to do a review of a pack that I haven't seen reviewed almost anywhere, and I'm not really sure why. To be honest with you, finding this pack was sort of a journey, really. Um, this is the pack that I had before over here. And I had the Gregory Baltoro 75. Freaking beast of a pack, man. I think it's close to 5 pounds. Um, yeah, 5 pounds just for the pack itself. And this, I believe, is around 2.5 to 3 pounds. So I thought it was pretty interesting just how much, when I started my first backpacking trip with this, my pack weighed about 48 pounds. And, over the last year or so, I've been going through the journey of, how everybody else has, is looking for lighter and more efficient ways to do things and just getting rid of stuff. And now my base weight's around, I think it's 12 pounds. 12 pounds base weight without water. That does include food, though, and fuel. So you can tell 48 to 12 pounds, that's a huge difference. And when looking at what to cut, this was definitely one of the biggest things. It's almost 3 pounds just in the pack. And the more you backpack, the more you'll realize you don't really need everything that pack has to offer. Looks great in REI and on the store, but definitely not what you need. So let's go ahead and start on the outside of the pack here. So as you can see, it's the Osprey Mutant 38. This is actually it's a pseudo mountaineering backpack. So as I'll show you here in a second. So it does have gear loops for ice axes, and that can be easily stored and clipped in on the side. It's designed to have two on it. Also, it's got a place for the mountaineering helmet inside the pack. So if you like to do something, for me, I live in California, so we have the high Sierras and we have lots of opportunities to go mountaineering and hiking and scrambling and rock climbing. And if you're looking to do that, this is a great overnight or day pack to take out. It's got plenty of room for all your ropes and your beaners and everything on there. So, but okay, so it's the Osprey Mutant 38, and when I started looking for this pack, I started looking for something that was ultralight and that didn't have all the bells and whistles. I want a name brand and something that I could use for multiple things. So, as you can see on the back of the pack here, there's really not a whole lot to it. It's got this mesh, well, not even mesh. It's like a hard rubber version, and the new version of the Mutant has a mesh thing, but both versions are pretty much the same. And then if you look on the hip belt's almost nothing. It's just flimsy, kind of like something you'd see on something out of Z-Packs or a Cuban fiber bag. But it does have some places for attachable hip pockets, so Osprey does make some attachable hip pockets that you can choose, and you can even get the ones from Z-Packs. Those fit on there too. I have a couple of those. Or you can use them for mountaineering stuff, which is what I use it for. So, getting back to the pack here. So this is the back. It's designed to where, if you're hiking in snow, the snow won't get caught inside of here. And that's basically the general. It does breathe pretty well, and to be honest with you, no matter what pack you get, your back's going to be a little bit sweaty, so I wouldn't really count that as the major thing. As you can see, I have my spot attached up here, so people know where I am. It's got really great shoulder pads. You'd be surprised of the level of padding for how light this backpack is. And then on the sides, it's got typical Z strap down loads, so you can either put the thermarest on either side, or you can not use it at all and really cinch this pack down. As you can see on this side, I've just went ahead and cinched all the way down. On the sides here, they have these little pockets, and to be honest with you, these pockets aren't really useful for a whole lot other than storing maybe some chapsticks or some small little things. Which is, I mean, really, you really don't need all the extra pockets anyway. So I choose to put my extra platypus containers there. So when I get to camp, that's one of the first things I do. Or when I stop by water sources, I can go ahead and fill up because nobody likes to get to camp and be thirsty. It does have a 3-point hauling system on it, so if you're going to be using it for mountaineering, it's got the handle here, and then it's got another. It's a hauling system. So if you're going up a gorge or something, you can beaner this and carry everything up. The top of the pack here, it's really simple. It's pretty much like every other pack you've seen. It's Osprey. It's got a single zipper on the top here, and there's nothing really to show. It's just one big pocket. Now on the underside here, same story. You have one zipper pocket. This you could put your waterproof items you like in here, or whatever you choose to put in there. And then it's got again, if you're gonna do mountaineering, it's got the top over strap, so you can put your helmet here. And the lid is also liftable. It's liftable, so you can adjust it. So you can put a helmet, and then ropes, and then you can lift and adjust to where the pack actually expands way beyond 38 liters. When you hear 38 liters in a backpacking backpack, you're almost like, wow. You're thinking to yourself, well, I don't have all the ultralight stuff yet, so I can't afford, 38 liters. That's super tiny. That's a 75, and most of the Osprey packs you're going to see that people are going to be using are Osprey 60s, Ether 60s. They're going to be big. Gregory's, even the REI brand, they rarely sell anything this small because people don't make the effort to get down there. And what I found is that the bigger the pack is, the more need you will feel to put things in it. This is one giant hole. So you open it up, and it's a giant tube, and it expands super high. You can see 38 liters is a little deceiving. I would say it fits everything that I fit in my 75. There's just I can't. Well, I have a pocket for this and a pocket for this, and you just put it all in one. Maybe put a stuff sack if you really want to do that. It does have a place for a water bladder inside the middle. There's a little pack in here, but besides that, that's the entire pack. It's a giant tube with a basket on top. Is basically the only way I can describe it. So if you're looking for a pack, this I got from a guy on Craigslist, brand new, because it was the last year's edition for $80. I mean, you just can't get. Oh, and it's got the HD obviously for camelbacks and stuff. So this is a legit Osprey lightweight backpacking mountaineering pack, and I honestly don't know why I don't see more people using it. It makes no sense to me. Why would you go buy, the Cuban fiber things and the ULAs and the super expensive backpacks for $400 when you can get this for $80, and it does everything you need it to do. I mean, some people will be like, oh, well, I need the hip pocket packs, and I need the space and all the extra pockets. You really don't. When you start to really analyze your gear, which everybody should do at some point. You should always be continually analyzing your gear and making it smaller. This is more than really what you need, and this is really what I take on overnight trips. So I've seen people that have thru hiked the AT and the PCT using a similar 38, Osprey Exos backpack. So I mean, it's bare bones and it's got multi functions and it's cheap, and it's a brand name. So you can't go wrong. This came with the same lifetime warranty all the other Osprey packs come with. And so that's really what you need to know about this pack. It's pretty bare bones. If you live in a place where you like to do multiple things, this is your pack. It cinches down unbelievably small. If I were to take everything out of it, super small it can cinch down. I guess one more thing I should cover is that inside the pack here, on the back, the actual framing of the pack, this isn't really a frame. It's just a piece of foam. Behind this, there's an emergency bivy pad. And the bivy pad, it's like more like a sit pad. So imagine like a small quarter of the thermarest placed inside of there to use it as a frame. So if you're gonna go sit down for lunch or something for the day, you can pull out the frame for the backpack and sit down on it. Or if you're gonna go mountaineering or just day hiking around or taking the backpack to school, whatever you need it for, you can just pull it out and cup. I think it's another 4 ounces off. So it has a small frame, and you can remove the frame if you want to. I know a lot of people on ULAs and Cuban fiber backpacks use their sit pad or their sleep pad for that purpose anyway. So they've really thought of everything here as far as that goes. Um, so yeah, lightweight backpack, multiple uses. Just quick down and dirty. The Mutant 38 by Osprey is the pack that I've chosen to go with. Even now that I have money, I don't I don't ever see myself switching just because it's so simple. Maybe I'll get the new version, but they changed two things and call it a new version. So that's it. Stand by for multiple reviews. I'm gonna start taking stuff out of my pack and showing you guys what I really put inside of it. So this is just a review of the backpack, just because there was no other one out there. All right, thanks guys. See you later.